Hi there. My name is Dawn Faust. I work at Space Coast Cancer Center, and I'm actually a cancer survivor, and I was treated at Space Coast Cancer Center in 2009 and 2010. And I wanted to tell a little anecdote about my grandmother in hopes that I might inspire you and might encourage you. About 10 years ago, I had a conversation with my grandmother, who at the time was probably about 87 years old. And she had so much vibrance and so much life and was so unlike the rest of her peers. I actually asked her what was the secret. What was the secret to the vibrant life that she was living? And she told me this. She said it really boiled down to three things. That every day, if you woke up and you did one of three things, that you would have a long and fulfilling life. And those three things were to make a memory, to make a moment in time stand out against itself, was one thing. The second thing was to learn something new. Every day to endeavor to learn something that you didn't know the day before. And the third thing was to help someone else, to invest your time in another life and to improve it. When I was in the midst of my cancer journey, I got to a point where I really thought I had lost everything. And I remembered that conversation that I had with my grandmother. And out of that conversation came a poem that I wrote in the midst of my cancer journey that was called What Matters Most. And I'll read that to you now. What matters most is my conscience clear, growing in character year by year, living and loving, not ordered by fear, true friends and family held ever so dear, and that's what matters most. What matters most is what I have done with my time and my talent and rearing my young, the babies that I've rocked and the lullabies sung, memories made and the praise on my tongue. That's what matters most. What matters most is the lessons I've learned, the things God has taught me and the corners I've turned, for not being hardened when I have been spurned, and to be open to love despite being burned. That's what matters most. What matters most is what you create with what you are given, whatever your fate, and being grateful for what's on your plate. For when you exceed circumstance, that's when you're great, and that's what matters most. What matters most is the time you invest in lives and souls at God's request, and sharing your faith when put to the test, and giving your all so that others are blessed. And that's what matters most. And I hope that this has blessed you.